This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports, since 1999, the sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Mater Dei Knights, and the Westland Warriors, presents Talkin Sports on Max 96.7. Talkin Sports is powered by Hoffman Supermarket, the only choice for quality meats and friendly service. Talkin Sports is brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. McKendree University in Lebanon. Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department in Hoffman. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. 12 Oaks Vineyard in rural Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Here's the host of Talkin Sports, Rip Nottmeyer.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Talkin Sports. Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio for the midweek edition, the Wednesday night version. Coming up this evening, we'll go to the pitch pretty soon and talk with Kaskaskia Blue Angels coach Joe Bosch. And in the back half hour, it's all about softball with Ella Palm. Ella and her mom and dad are in studio right now, so we'll get the upload from Ella on her really good summer softball season with the Illinois Force. And also, as always, on a Wednesday night, we have the Easy on Travel Sports Flashback. It features Farmers Softball Store. She could still hurl a little bit. Amy Hari Cross out of Nashville. But right now, it's Scores and Stuff, and that is brought to you by Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle. See them for 24-hour towing and collision repair. Oh, my goodness, the Cardinals are a streaking. John Gant, he pitched well, into the sixth, but he also homered for his first major league hit. He did pitch one-run ball into the sixth inning, and he led the Cardinals past the Nationals 6-4 last night for their season-high seventh consecutive victory. He permitted 4 hits and struck out 6 in 5 in the third. Jordan Hicks worked the ninth for his fourth save in 8 chances. Carpenter walked in the sixth to extend his on-base streak to 32 games. It's game 3 of that 4-game set tonight. In an hour plus, the Nats will start right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. He's 5-2 with a 3.54 ERA. Pretty good pitcher against young lefty Austin Gomber. 2-zip with a 3.45 thus far. Closer Bud Norris says he's got a right hip issue, discomfort. Who knew? Whatever. I don't know. Probably after he had that bad outing Monday night. Left-handed reliever Brett Cecil is back for better or worse. And, man, Tyler Webb done a nice job in his few outings. But Cecil is back with a new attitude, he claims. And Webb is back to Memphis. The Birds will host the Nats once more tomorrow night. And then the Brewers come to town. The Cardinals plan to use Clown Carlos out of the bullpen if the injury-plagued ace, former ace, whatever, returns from the DL this season yet. He threw a 30-pitch side session Monday, and he's got one more to go in the next few days, and we'll see what is next. He hasn't pitched out of the pen since 15. He's 6-6 with a 3.41 earned run average in 18 starts this season. Daylight action. The Cubbies doubled the Milwaukee Brewers 8-4. Anthony Rizzo moved back into that cleanup spot today, and he responded with a home run and 3 RBIs. He also stole a couple of bases. Hendricks was the winner in the American League in a meaningless game. Detroit nipped the White Sox 6-5, but Seattle dunked Oakland finally. It took 12 innings. They win it 2-0. A D. Gordon homer won it. And in interleague action, Pittsburgh lost again. Suddenly they're just a game over 500. It was Minnesota over the Bucks 6-4. Chris Archer was lousy again. He got beat up. In 5 innings, 6 hits, and 4 earned runs. Trevor Richards didn't have a good game last night. I suppose he was due. He'd been pitching very well, but he did get mowed down by Atlanta, especially by Ronald Acuna Jr., who hit 2 more home runs in the game. He's on a real hot streak. Trevor didn't get the loss, though. He's 3-7 still, but the ERA has bounced over 4 8.2 on the season now. The Cardinals, as we speak, 4.5 out in the Central and a game out of that second wild card spot. Back to the Cubbies. Injured righty Yu Darvish is close to beginning a rehab stint in the minors. He threw about 50 pitches in 3 innings of a simulated game yesterday. He has a balloon ERA and a huge contract. James Paxton is out for at least a start with the Mariners. So Felix Hernandez, King Felix, should be back on the slab in just a few days. Kenley Jansen remains out with that irregular heartbeat, and there's a good chance, man, that he's going to need another heart surgery in the offseason. He had that in 2012, so we may get back to that again, and the Dodgers are hurting a bit without him. Roethlisberger, Big Ben, is in concussion protocol with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Johnny Manziel, he's been tagged for the CFL's concussed protocol. The St. Louis Blues have a new radio color man. He is St. Louis native and former NHL player Joey Vitale. He played with the Penguins and Coyotes about 5 seasons on the NHL ice. So Vitale is in. He replaces Chris Kerber. Gonna miss Curbs. Didn't listen to that many games. Mostly watched him, but Curbs was or not Kerber. Jeez, I just had Kelly Chase. There we go, Kelly Chase. Carmelo Anthony. Curbs is still around. He's the play-by-play guy. Carmelo Anthony has signed with the Houston Rockets, getting a 1-year, $2.4 million deal, and that's chump change there. Let's see, yeah. Khalil Whitney, he dodged the Illini. We know about that. Illinois will open this year's Maui Invitational against Gonzaga on November 19th, and that's going to be Auburn's there, Xavier, Duke, San Diego State, Arizona, and Iowa State. I know football season's right around that corner, but college basketball will not be too far away. On the women's side, UConn and Tennessee will renew their rivalry after a long drought. Those two teams have combined for 19 NCAA titles, and the Cons lead this series 13-9. It will resume in 2020 and 2021. Brooks Koepka, surely you know that by now. It wasn't that other guy. Brooks shot a 466 Sunday to win the PGA Championship for a second major this year and third overall. He was 16 under par for the entire 4-day stay, so he gets the Wanamaker Trophy and makes a lot of bucks. Apparently Belle Reeve did a real nice. I did catch quite a bit of it on the tube Sunday. The ladies were off this past week, and so were the seniors. In racing, Kevin Harvick won at Michigan Sunday. Now he's won 2 of the last 4 tangles. And that's a dip into scores and stuff, brought to you again by Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle. See them for 24-hour towing and collision repair. We've got the flashback in between Joe Bosch and Ella Palm. Stand by. This is Talking Sports for a Wednesday night. If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan, and Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955. Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
Hey, it's Bill on the road from Mornings with Scott and Casey. You hear me talking each week about travel, and one of my favorite things about driving across America is finding great food. And lucky for you, Mama's on the Hill in St. Louis is a super easy road trip destination. Authentic Italian favorites like baked lasagna, spaghetti, and tortellini, thin crust St. Louis style pizza, and yes, Mama's on the Hill is the birthplace of toasted ravioli. Check out their menu online at mamasonthehill.com. Mama's on the Hill, on the Hill in St. Louis.
Remember what it was like to expect the unexpected?
I never realized it was so complex.
Guess what? The feeling's back.
You're on Max.
Welcome back, everybody. Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio for a Wednesday. Incidentally, coming up Saturday morning, football season. We're on the verge of that, at least on the high school front. And Saturday morning, one of our guests will be Carlisle coach Chris Berkner. And Bartel's Bart's first baseman Jason Cobb as the CCL Finals move into Game 2 with the Bart's up on Centralia 1-love. Let's go to the Tucker Electric guest line now. Probably over to Centralia for Kaskaskia College Blue Angels soccer coach Joe Bosch. Joe, welcome back.
Good to be back, Rip. Thanks for having me on.
And we're almost ready for soccer, too. You're about ready to face off for another season. And before we trek to 2018, how about maybe a brief review on 2017? You had another excellent season.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, it was, every season, I always try to grade them against each other. But nationally speaking, was our ranking-wise, it was our highest ranking we've had within the NJCA. We got up to 20 there in October. Had some injuries down the stretch there. The final few weeks didn't quite finish the way we wanted to. Kind of wanted to go another, into the semis of the postseason instead of the quarters. But yeah, all in all, I mean, pretty good representation of us as far as the all region awards go too. So it was a very strong season and academically one of our better ones too. So definitely one of our better years we've had.
11-4, was that the final record?
Yes, yep.
And you did win one post game?
We lost the quarters. Yeah.
Oh, you were one and done. Who's that against, Joe? I don't remember.
Illinois Central.
Illinois Central. Okay.
A team that we beat twice, but I guess it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
What, you beat them twice last season?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
pretty
goodness.
handily, but injuries and
sure,
that kind of thing happens, and really we were injury plagued throughout the season, and just kind of we had a big one in October, another one go down, like 2 torn ACLs, and get too many of those, and starts to be a problem. For sure.
that'll put a test to that depth for sure. So you hit the number 20 spot in the NJC AA poll. You have been in there before, though, right?
Yeah, we bounced around a little bit. Never as high as 20, though. We've been, in that top 25, but 20 was a new high, and we've been some of the preseason polls and things. But that was definitely a high nationally speaking. So that's always a goal, to be in there at some point. Obviously you'd like to maintain it every week of the season, but it's always one of our team goals is to, be amongst the top 20, 25 teams for sure.
Yeah, for a team from Centralia to make that, because they're always, just like every sport, whatever. I mean, there are those standard names. They always get first draw, and they're very good in a lot of, on a lot of occasions too. But to sneak in there at all, that says a lot.
Definitely. I mean, there's 160 teams, and we've had soccer, but not, nationally speaking, not that long, really. I mean, we've had this will be the 11th year, but I mean, you have teams that have had it for 20 years, so we're still kind of on the newer end in a way.
Yeah, you really are.
With soccer.
You did lose, as is always the case, some outstanding players from that squad. Who are some of those the real playmakers that have said goodbye?
We lost Kylie Billick. She was
terrific.
The leading scorer. Yeah, she was an All-American nominee via the region. She didn't make the All-American team, but she was one of the few that were selected from the region coaches, and was leading the country in scoring. During that week that we were in the top 20. So she was, a big one. We lost another one of our more playmaker, assist/scoring person, Tori Helm. She graduated too. We graduated our starting goalkeeper, Emily Krause from Mater Dei. She was one of our starting defenders for both years that she was at Kaskaskia, so she graduated. So that we kind of lost some people in each area. Obviously, like you said, it's a 2-year school, so you're always losing, roughly half the team.
Always in transition.
It's not always about who you lose or how many. It's more like who you lose.
True.
And so we did lose a lot of big guns for sure.
But a few of those, even the 3 or 4 you mentioned there, they all divvy into the some personal awards and such. Yeah,
either team wise, Tori and Kylie were both first team all region. Emily was the Blue, a team wide in her team award. She was Blue Angel Award winner twice, back-to-back years. A lot of them are. We actually put, I think, 4 or 5 of them on to 4-year schools. So we had a lot of talent that did graduate. But it's kind of how it goes. It's just part of it.
The ones who moved on are those schools mostly in the Midwest, or were they?
Yeah, we have 2 at Lindenwood Belleville, 1 at Harris Stowe State, in St. Louis there. Another one at Missouri Baptist. So all those are real local. And they all play against each other, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try to take in a game. They're all in the same conference and pretty evenly matched schools, I would say. So. But
in the 10 years,
they're
Joe,
they're all close to home.
Yeah,
so.
You've transferred quite a few out. Any idea how many that went on to play at 4-year colleges and universities?
Well, yeah, in the past, we usually average, I would say, between 3 and 5 a year.
That's
depending.
good.
Sometimes more, sometimes less. But we play a good level of soccer, and I think there's certain 4-year schools that, of all levels. We've had, Division 3 to Division 1 and everything in between. But we have I know a lot of the coaches, I've been doing this a while, so we were able to place kids on. If they want to go on, we can usually find them, a home.
One more question before we talk about this campaign, Joe. And her name's Miranda Burrows, right? Whatever happened to her?
Yes. She is she teaches, I believe, I want to say grade school in the St. Louis area. And she was coaching last school year. I know she was coaching both basketball and soccer at a local high school. I believe maybe Fox High School, I forget. But,
okay, man, what an incredible athlete! Yeah,
and she was good at Casey in both sports, basketball and soccer. So and she's had time coaching in both of them. So
her and her sister came over from Missouri to play, huh? Soccer.
They did, yeah.
I remember we had her on after her sophomore year, but okay. So what about 2018, Joe? You're pretty young. Looks like 7 sophomores among the 18.
Yeah, we definitely are. We're younger than usual. There's no question with that. We get 11 new and 7 old players. Right now, I guess like any fall sport, you just want to kind of get to the. You want to be as healthy as you can when the first game comes. I think that's kind of the stage we're at now. We've had some nagging injuries and nothing severe, but it's one of those things where we just can't seem to get, all 18 at their best. So that's what I told the girls today. I said, until the 24th, our first game, our goal is to get whatever it takes. Sometimes you got to hold them back a little bit. They want to play, they want to scrimmage all the
time. Yeah.
But sometimes, you maybe want to take a day off here or there and get some extra ice and, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's a younger team. We do return about 4 players, 4 to 5, depending on the game, that started for us last year. And, the new group is pretty mixed. As far as every position is kind of covered. And it has to be because it's a big group. But it's been going well. We're ready to play somebody else besides ourselves. I think that's kind of where we're at now.
So how many practices are, how long? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? How long have you been at this fall this summer?
We've been going since August 1st. weekdays only so far. I mean, just kind of giving them the weekend off. We've been trying to go, 2 practices a day until this past Monday. They got classes start at Monday at Kaskaskia. So since then we've been going 1 a day. But yeah, for those first, whatever that was, 10 days or so, we were doing two a day. So, we're kind of, I guess now more transition out of the super hard stuff physically and trying to, pick who goes here and who goes there and that kind of things we're kind of looking at.
You've got 4 locals on the team from Salem and Wesleyan, it looks like, so that's always good.
Yeah, I mean, Wesleyan in particular has really,
certainly.
This is probably one of the better teams that I've seen in the district since I've been coaching. I mean, their team last spring, a very young team too. I mean, they only had 4 seniors, and I believe all 4 are playing college sports in some way, shape, or form after Wesleyan. So we're happy to get 2 of them, obviously, and they have a bright future at that program. They'll be good for years. So and we had 2 from 1 returner from Salem and then a new one as well. So
the official scrimmage is this Saturday, right? And then it starts for real next Friday against St. Mary of the Wood. Where are they out of? St. Mary of the Woods.
They are out of Terre Haute,
okay.
Indiana. Team we played several years ago. It's been 4 or 5 years. You just kind of couldn't get them back on the schedule. They had a coaching change over the off season, and we were able to kind of bring them back in. I mean, it's not it's not too far of a drive for either school, and so we're able to do a home and home with them. But they're going to be kind of similar to us in a lot of ways. I think they brought in 8 new players to their roster. So we'll both have a lot of kids who haven't played a college game yet, starting at the same time.
5 home matches among the 14 on the docket there, and yeah, Illinois Central's there. Well, in fact, Illinois Central's at home, Parkland, Heartland, and John Wood too. But you take on all challenges. But that's what you want to toughen up by the time the postseason rolls around.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good mix. We've lately, played a lot of the more Chicago area schools. We have a kind of a cool, our second game of the season is against Prairie State College. We actually play them in Peoria, so that's kind of a different. It's kind of a neutral site thing. We haven't really done that in the past. Illinois Central's kind of doing like a mini tournament, so we kind of got in there for a game. So that's kind of neat. It's always good not to have to make the full trip up or down depending on where you are. And then we do have the one over weekend trip to 2 Chicago schools over there, and then you mentioned John Wood. They're new to our region this year. Actually, if we added them, they're a new 2-year school that joined our region. So definitely another team to make the one more in the region. The more teams in the region, the better.
Yeah, because sure. No conference, so it's all out of league play, of course. Yeah,
strictly region.
The competition will be very, very good, but you're always up for the challenge, so that's the good news too. 10 years the program under your care, and it's been solid, Joe. So hey, thanks for coming on, and we'll be checking in later on in the season for sure. Okay.
All right, thank you for having me.
All right, Joe. Joe Bosch of the KC Soccer Blue Angels. Their scrimmage is this Saturday, the blue and white game, actually navy and white. And then next Friday, the 24th, when the high school football teams kick it off, they will play match number 1 against St. Mary of the Woods out of Indiana. All right, just around the block, it's the Sports Flashback, and Ella Palm is over there chomping at the bit, aren't you, Ella? Yep, we're going to talk a lot of softball with her, so stay tuned. We're back after these. This is Talking Sports for a Wednesday.
Moving forward requires taking that first step. And when it comes to your future, your first step should be Kaskaskia College. With more than 50 degrees and 100 certificate programs, Kaskaskia College can prepare you for a great career, your next promotion, or set you on your educational path. Life is too short to wait. Take your first step to success with Kaskaskia College. Learn more today. Call 545-3040 or kaskaskia.edu.
Insuring your home and auto with Pekin Insurance equals a sizable discount. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department may save you as much as 30% on homeowners premiums and up to 15% on auto premiums if you insure both with Pekin Insurance. Call Farmers State Bank Insurance Department at 495-2965 for details about multi-policy discounts and learn what beyond the expected coverage and savings are all about.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
The Verizon IndyCar Series is back at Gateway Motorsports Park, August 24th and 25th. And 2018 is bigger, better, and faster for the Bommarito Automotive Group 500. More entertainment, more fan zones, more food choices, more racing than ever before. And it's still family-friendly with all kids 15 and under free. Brought to you in part by the Office of Illinois South Tourism and Illinois Tourism. Go to gatewaymsp.com now to get the best seats before they're gone.
Do you mind if I turn on the radio?
The music is great, and it doesn't cost anything.
It's Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody. Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio. We've heard from Joe Bosch. Coming up, Ella Palm on softball. Let's see, it is 6:27. That time drop is brought to you by Breeze Furniture, Jan's Uniforms. Let's kick in that flashback.
It's Flashback.
Get ready to flash back with the Easy In Travel Sports Flashback. Escape to paradise with Easy In Travel in Breeze. Call 526-2201.
This is from May 5th of this very year. It's Nashville native Amy Harry Cross. She was named to the Missouri Valley Conference 25-year anniversary softball team just this past spring. Your those stats are just phenomenal, from everything from career victories to shutouts, but all of it, boy, you got to have some of that barn talent, but it's hard work. You put in your time, didn't you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think every, athlete that plays is putting in their time, but that was a lot of pitching lessons to St. Louis with my dad, and that was a lot of games that, my brother and my parents attended. I mean, it was a lot, and we did things, that were, people thought, oh, we were crazy going into St. Louis to play. And now I have pitchers that are taking weekend trips to Nashville, Tennessee to go play, So it is intense, and athletes are, they're getting better and getting stronger. But, yeah, it is a lot of work. It was a lot of missed functions and a lot of missed things, but in the long run, getting honors and awards like this, it was all worth it. So getting to talk to you, Rip, on a Saturday morning, right?
Oh, you can't beat that on Talking Sports, huh? My
right,
goodness.
Absolutely.
What else would we be doing with, with three little kids around? Why not
That's right,
pick up some airtime?
Right.
But yeah, really from day one when you stepped on that SIU camp, you reel off Rookie of the Year, of course, in that opening season there, and I don't know. You had so many accomplishments. I don't know if you could pinpoint any two or three things that stood out just individually in terms of wins. What really comes to mind? Just the whole ball of wax, or what?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, my overall career there was just a joy to go and play, and probably how hot the bats are and how many runs are being scored. Probably the shutout record, honestly, because I know that's a rarity now to, have that many shutouts. And obviously, like I say, knocking off those ranked teams, that was always one of the funnest things that we could go in and do. That was always, super fun to go do. So
49 career shutouts. Is that correct, Amy?
Yes.
And that's
I think that is correct.
A Valley record.
Yep. And to go in and, have nobody score, it's one thing to get one or two. I mean, that always happens, but that always stuck out in my mind a little bit because that was good defense, and obviously, I was pitching there, so that always worked out really nice. So that was awesome.
You are right about that defense. No matter how terrific a pitcher you are, you need that D, don't you?
Definitely. Well, that's just it, you know. So I think that record even shows, like our defense and, you know, just our whole team effort, you know, behind that. We sometimes had trouble scoring runs, but, you know, that I know Coach Malabi was on there earlier. You know, he always said, play good catch and defense is going to win your game.
Hi, this is Sue at Buckeye. This week we're going to talk about our pet department. We have got everything you need for pets. We've got collars, toys, medications, but most of all, we have a large selection of dog foods. We've got the big bags of the large kibble for your big dogs, and we've got chewy morsels for your little pups, canned food, and lots of treats. We have rawhide, we have beef treats, bones. We are Fido approved. Come and visit us at Buckeye and check out our pet department.
A Shell expert is underwater to demonstrate the importance of protection. My partner will play your engine, menaced by performance-robbing gunk, and playing the engine gunk, 3 man-eating sharks. Don't worry, folks, his shark cage represents Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Release the sharks! All 3 grades of Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines act as a barrier that helps shield and protect critical engine parts. So go ahead, folks, protect your engine with Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines.
Fill up at your area clean and convenient CC Food Mart locations.
Now through September 10th, buy 4 eligible Bridgestone tires and you can get a $70 Visa prepaid card by mail. Use your CFNA credit card account and increase your reward to $100. Bridgestone, our tires are built to come through in the clutch.
Cards issued by the Bancorp Bank, member FDIC, under license from Visa USA Inc. Can be used everywhere Visa debit is accepted. Expiration applies. Get a prepaid card of $100 when you use your new or existing CFNA credit card account. See participating retailers for details, subject to credit approval.
Best One Tire and Service, 13912 Best One Drive in Breeze.
Now through September 10th, buy 4 eligible Bridgestone tires and you can get a $70 Visa prepaid card by mail. Use your CFNA credit card account and increase your reward to $100. Bridgestone, our tires are built to come through in the clutch.
Cards issued by the Bancorp Bank, member FDIC, under license from Visa USA Inc. Can be used everywhere Visa debit is accepted. Expiration applies. Get a prepaid card of $100 when you use your new or existing CFNA credit card account. See participating retailers for details, subject to credit approval.
Best One Tire and Service, 13912 Best One Drive in Breeze.
Welcome to our music warehouse. Lucky you're not the one who has to refile all these CDs. Playing everything.
You've got Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody. Rip here, the Coal Meat Market Studio. On deck, Ella Palm. Yeah, Amy Hari, just an incredible pitcher. I think we mentioned the 49 shutouts in their career, 84 wins total in the Valley. She was an all-MVC selection 4 years, the Valley's Rookie of the Year. She went on to play pro fast pitch in the National Pro Fast Pitch League in 05 for a while. That's still going. Amy's still teaching up in Central Illinois. So, great person, unbelievable softball player. It is, well, time to tell you about Diane Chevrolet. Do you need a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Chances are, or at least you might. So, Diane has the right one for you at the proper price, the fair price, and all of their pre-owned vehicles pass a thorough inspection. Most come with Diane's exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty too, at no cost to you. No cost to you. That's a good price. So see your consultant for all the details. Diane's, man, there's Dwayne, Nikki, Dave, Nathan, all those. They're there for sure. Go by or call them at 224-9200, 224-9200. Diane Chevrolet. It's the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Shop or schedule service at DianeChevrolet.com. And just one more an update. We haven't given one on MD's Josh Tolley for a while. He's still hanging around those Erie Seawolves AA ball. That's a part of the Tigers organization. 15 games now to date. He's not playing regularly. That's for one of the young guys is doing that. I believe his name is Rogers possibly, but Josh has been in 15 games. He's hit 1 dinger, driven in 10 runs, and he's at 286, so he's doing a nice job in kind of limited duty for the Tigers, and we'll see if and where this leads for Josh after the season. Of course, he's doing some color for the Toronto Blue Jays earlier in the year, and we had him on in the middle of his first run. He was excited about that. They were in Cleveland at the time, but so he's got options after this if he continues playing or not. But hopefully he'll get up to the bigs again. Maybe this still in September. Who knows? All right, we've taken care of pretty much all the business except one important piece, and that's with Ella Palm. We've heard from Joe Bosch. We've had the flashback. So one more time out, and we'll come on back to Talkin' Sports and the Carlisle Meat Market Studio with Ella Palm. After these, pay attention. Come on back.
Planning a remodel or building a new home? Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton can get you started. Ideal Home Solutions has quartz, granite, solid surface, and laminate, with granite starting at just $49 per square foot. Ideal Home Solutions proudly sells Haas cabinets and specializes in custom showers, any size to fit your space. From tubs, whirlpools, vanity tops, windowsills, you're covered. Schedule a free in-home estimate today, 224-2500, or see their showroom at 102 West Broadway in Trenton.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Tonight, dare to dream big.
Friday, September 7th, join Stand Up to Cancer for all the inspiration.
It takes courage to take on cancer.
All the laughter.
You change one letter in cancer, it becomes dancer. What?
All the stars.
If we all stand up to cancer together, we can kick it so good.
Every network, every star. One night to save lives. Tune in live Friday, September 7th, 8/7 Central on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. Check your local listings for cable providers.
We tell you our music library contains an embarrassment of riches. Except nothing embarrasses us. Playing everything.
This is Max 96.7.
Hello again, sports fans. Rip, we remain in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio, and that's a good thing for the Wednesday night edition of Talkin' Sports. We'll be going Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays come September, the Monday after Labor Day. Otherwise, it's Wednesday nights, as per example this evening, and then Saturday mornings through August plus anyway. All right, we shuffle off to the Tucker Electric guest mic just to my right for a standout indeed softball player, Ella Palm. Ella, you've been here all hour now. It's go time. Welcome to Talkin' Sports, okay?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, and you had quite the summer, didn't you? You played number one. It's the Illinois Force, correct?
Yep.
Illinois Force, and we had the Braunmars on last year. Abby and Logan, they were in the studio, and I know they played. That was last season, right? So it was quite a few, but they had an outstanding time, and that was probably maybe the 18 and under team.
Yes, it was the 18 and under team.
18 and under, and you were on the 14 and under this season.
Yeah, Hutchison. Mm-hmm.
There were actually two 14 and under teams by the Force, so you were on Team Hutchinson.
Yes, I was on the first year team.
That's the first year team, and the coach is Hutchinson.
Yes.
But that's based out of Johnston City, right?
Yes.
But you don't play any. I think from what they were saying, you don't actually play any home games. It's all tournament.
Yeah, it's all tournaments and showcases.
And showcases too. But it was a spectacular season. You went to the USA National Tournament, and you took third place, number one. But there were 90 teams there.
There were many teams there. Yes, 90.
90 teams, so you had to get past a bunch of them, and this was at Bowling Green, Kentucky?
Yes, Bowling Green. Mm-hmm.
At Western Kentucky University, or where'd you?
Yeah.
It was. Is that right, Mike? Ella's dad, Mike, is here, and her mom, Linda's here too. Everybody but Haley, but was that?
It was outside of town, Michael Buchanan Park outside.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Western Kentucky, Bowling Green there was kind of the center. That's
a great-looking area. It's been a long time since I've been down there, but 90 teams, you take third, so congratulations on that. But it was a nice park, nice stadium.
Very nice, yeah.
The best you played at so far?
We played in one in Peoria. That was pretty nice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, were the high school tournaments or were the college one of the colleges?
It's
I'm not sure who.
The Louisville Slugger Park up in Peoria is all turf. It's just immaculate. It's the best you'll ever play.
Louisville Sluggers the sponsor?
They played in Chattanooga too, at UT Chattanooga Stadium. That you can't hardly beat that either. It seats several thousand people. It's pretty nice.
All those are it's amazing. So you like that all turf field though?
Yes, I do. It's pretty fun to play on.
You can get comfortable there,
Yeah.
but that's good. And they treated you well down in Kentucky, right? Good hospitality.
Yes.
Fed you some good food and all that stuff, but. Now, you went through this scenario before because you were with the Force, so it was the younger team yet last season, right?
Mm-hmm. We played in the 12U Nationals last year.
12 and under, and where'd you go for that?
Dallas, Texas.
Oh, my goodness, down to Big D. I would imagine that was really some hangout there, and you won.
Yeah, we won. We only lost one game, and I think that was bracket, and then we won the rest of them.
You won the national championship 12 and under a season ago.
Yep.
One game was it? Maybe out of 9 or 10?
I think we played 10 or 11 games.
Oh, did you? Because you kept on winning there. So that was in Dallas. And what kind of setup was that, Mike?
Well, it was a little rougher than.
Was it really?
Yeah, it wasn't. The Bowling Green was much nicer. I won't say nothing bad about it. But it was the heat, obviously, down there being up a little bit.
You like that heat, Ella?
Every day.
Depends.
It was pretty nice weather down there.
It was.
And this just happened in end of July, correct?
Correct.
When this was all took place. So, but you know all about the the platform. That's the thing. I mean, the team just doesn't show up for these things. You got to qualify. You got to even take maybe a few lumps here and there. But so how do you just don't sign up? How did you qualify, or where did you have to go, Ella?
Last year, whenever we won nationals, we qualified, and then I think we won state. So this year, that means we qualified too.
Oh, okay. You did get started the automatic this year out of
for winning nationals last year.
That's the least they could do, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the least they could do for you. Okay, so now I was able to get some info off that old internet there. It looks like you played 8 games in this. Did it go a full week then, pretty much?
Yeah, it did.
6-2, Ella. Does that sound right?
I think so. Yeah.
If not, they're wrong here on their sheet. I'm not wrong this time, is there?
Yeah, I think they ended up. I think it ended up 8-2 is what I think. We played played 2 pool games. We won 1, lost 1.
Well, we'll bump that baby up then. So 8-2.
And then we stayed in the winners bracket all the way till championship Sunday, and we lost our 2 games on Sunday. But the thing that's impressive about it this year is they're a first-year team. We're playing second-year teams, and it's almost unheard of to place nationally, not just top 5 or 10, but top 3. That's crazy.
Well, that really is. So, but it is a double bracket. How it starts out, or double elimination and bracketed play.
Correct. You play your 2 pool, then you got a double elimination after that.
So who did you? I see we're Germantown, Tennessee, Memphis sub there. We're very, very familiar with that place. Looks like they won the title.
Yeah, they did.
Now, did you play them in your final game or earlier? Or?
We played them our first game on Sunday, and our pitcher actually got a line drive to the face.
Oh.
And then we were just kind of down the whole rest of the day. But we were trying to win for her, and then it just went downhill. And then we played Impact Gold. Right?
No, you played Ohio Lasers.
We played the Lasers.
Yeah.
Who took second. They were runners up, the Lasers.
Mm-hmm.
But both of those. Now, what were the scores? Were they pretty close, or?
I think the first one was 5-1.
5-1.
Yeah. I can't remember what the second one was. 1-0.
Oh, one zip in that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a real heartbreaker there. But so we go 8-2 evidently there. We'll go with that. And but most all of them, even in the games did you blow anybody out? Were they all pretty tight?
I think maybe 2 or 3 of them. The whole tournament, yeah.
2 or 3 you wasted.
early in the bracket.
They
handled business pretty well.
Do they seed it a certain way, or how do they? I mean, they can't.
As soon as you get done with pool games, you go in. They draw a number, and that's your place.
Okay.
That's just your place in the bracket. And we ended up having the number 1 in the bracket, which means we were the very top team on the bracket out of 90 teams, and it went all the way down. So
wow. All day long, right? How early did they start these games? What was the earliest you had to play? I'm sure they
earliest we had to play was 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
We had to play at 8 o'clock 4 days throughout the tournament.
Was there any weather issue, rain or?
No.
Good? Wow.
It was good.
That's good. So yeah, and you were speaking of the turf, so maybe you didn't have to. Well, but that's even worse. Are you mainly catching or elsewhere?
I play catching and I play utility outfield.
And that's outfield as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for the bulk of this tournament, for instance, the national tournament, did you split some time, or were you in back of the plate for the brunt of it there?
We split some time. We have 2 catchers, me and another one, and then we kind of split games here and there. And then on games that were, you could tell what the outcome was going to be, we kind of just stayed in the whole time.
Okay, so you had there was a 2 catchers. There were only, if this is right, 11 players on the team?
Yes.
Thankfully, no injuries, huh?
Except for the last day, yeah.
Except for, yeah. What about most of the other teams, Mike? Did they carry more than that?
Yeah,
or?
you'll see some of
And was there a limit, by the way, in this tournament?
You know, I don't know that there – I think there is a limit on the roster. I believe it's like even possibly like 22.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, you'll have teams show up with 18 kids. I mean, that's a lot of bench time for some kids.
Well, yeah, Ella, you didn't have to worry. I mean, I know you, but playing time was there for everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, more than a couple normally. There's always somebody else that can pitch, especially in a pinch. But were there basically 2 pitchers on there?
Yes, basically.
Okay, 2 that went. And I don't know if this is one girl from Woodlawn High School.
Yes.
But otherwise, they're scattered around. You got a couple from Indiana, and is it Tennessee and Iowa? Is that?
Yeah, we had one from Nashville, one from Iowa, Davenport area, and then a couple from Indiana. Then the ones that have been there for the longest, they're mostly Southern Illinois, Murfreesboro. We've got a couple down from that area. So there's core group, I guess you could say, is Southern Illinois.
Sure. Yeah. That's Mike Palm to my left. He's the dad of Ella Palm on my right, and then we skip back over here. It's Linda to my. I don't know if she wants any mic time or not. Mom, Linda, no. Okay, we'll see. We have 10, 12 minutes left here yet, so Mike, maybe sneak her in. But Ella Palm is the main circuit here on Talking Sports. We've got like I say, a dozen minutes or so left with her. So what do you think, Ella? What's the best part of your game? And is catching your favorite spot, first of all? Or?
Yeah, I like catching.
Wow.
I like playing defense.
You like playing defense, yeah. That's a good spot to be. And you really do the good ones, and I'm sure you control the whole show, don't you? I mean, pitching, the call the pitch. I mean, you're probably getting direction from the dugout anymore.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. And do you, Coach Palm, do you do that at Mater Dei? Do you call the pitches or?
I call with Haley. I let her call. And then our catcher call, but I
you have
will.
A pretty good idea.
She looks at me and we work it out together.
Yeah. There's a rapport there. So what's your strong suit behind the dish there, Ella?
Probably blocking.
Blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of important. Now you can save some runs there.
Yeah.
Even keep the double play in order. Keep the kid from going from first to second and so forth. But so what do you need? Did you hit well? Did you have a good?
Yes, I did hit very well.
In the tournament or just overall period? Everything for the season?
In the beginning of the season, I could say I kind of struggled a little bit, and I started working really hard towards nationals and state, and that's where I got my job done.
How about 400? I know you're in for the wins, but since the season's over.
She hit well. She really she's our cleanup hitter, for this team. I mean, she hits the ball with
authority.
Really, really, really well towards the end of the year. And
you couldn't wait to get up to the plate, right?
Yeah.
That's when things are going well. So that was probably the same thing about every AB for her, and that's good. So, but all these tryouts, hey, were you automatically on this team? You were on or did you have to?
No, I had to try out.
And that's crazy, too, because I got it's a small list, but all athletes will be evaluated, timed in the following year. They put you through the paces there a little bit, don't they?
Yes. We had our tryout this year was from 9 to 5. From
9 to 5, 3 days, or I don't know.
No, just one day.
Oh,
just on Sunday.
Oh, one day you got it all. How many did try out for the force for your 14 and under?
I think we just had we were making 2 teams.
That's true.
So I don't really know how many girls tried out. There are many, though.
There are many.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, but few are taken in. So, yeah, a lot of competition just to make this. And did Haley play on one of these teams? I can't keep up with not this year, but in the past? Or where did she play?
She has played with them, guest played before. She plays with a different organization in the summer.
Okay.
She's still playing a lot, and she's got to make her mind up too for the next level here coming up.
Okay, very good. There are some opportunities out there, that's for sure. But I know this force. I don't know how long they've been around, but all 5 teams went to the national tournament this year. I don't know if too many organizations can say that. Did your dad help coach too?
My dad sits in the dugout. He doesn't really help make the calls, but he does
officially. But he does. But he does. Otherwise, we had Coach Hutchinson. He had a couple of official assistants there, I guess. Somewhere I got that, but Wes Harris, Kim Cook.
Wes Harris, Kim Cook. We actually had a couple other coaches in the dugout.
My goodness, it was filled up.
Brian Crompton.
That's why you couldn't have many players. Mm-hmm. Brian Crompton, he coached
Christ Rock, and then he coaches 16s.
Yeah, and Emily, his daughter Emily, played on that.
Yes.
She hit 768 768 this spring. New Illinois High School Association record. So something to shoot for, Ella. And she has 2 years left.
Yes, she's very good. She slaps, and she's very fast.
You don't do any slapping, do you? You
No.
just bombs away. How many home runs?
2 over.
2 over
the fence. Yep.
In the tournament at Bowling Green.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it?
No.
You're really facing some outstanding pitching too. So yeah, and we did have just for Hannah Tomljanovic, I believe, from Centralia. She was in the 14 under for the Pierce team, the other one there. And how are they divided up again, Ella? No set way, or what do you think, Mike?
Well,
they
want age. They want Ella's an 04, so they want that team that Hannah's on is the 03 team. And they'll move up to 16U then this year. Ella will be a second year 14 for this next year, and they'll be the big dogs again.
All right. And so Emily 16 and under, and then Chloe Wendling from Centralia in the 18 and under. A few more minutes here with Ella Palm, who's a softball standout indeed. Mike is here, Linda's here, Haley's somewhere. What's she playing on? Not playing. On the computer? No, who knows?
Yeah, she's at home. She had her wisdom teeth cut out, so she's a little down under the weather right now.
Yeah. Good luck to you on that, Haley. I hope you really knock on whatever. I haven't had that. Everything else has been done, but nothing with there's no wisdom there, So, Ella, so the overall season, though, the main thing is to get to the national tournament and then perform like you did with a third-place finish. But do you have an idea what the win and loss total was for the entire year?
I'm not sure.
A lot more victories than losses, that's for sure. Mike, any idea?
I don't
how
know.
Many games
I would say they probably won 70%. I mean, with the schedule we play, we take some losses.
Well, yeah, and that's okay. It preps you for what you just went through here.
That's exactly right. We play a really tough schedule, and if you're playing the best talent in the country, you're going to take some losses. So they probably win 6, 7 out of 10. I say.
Yeah. But every tournament, it's all tournament games. There were no anything. Was anything played at Johnson City or?
No, we had no.
Do they have a nice park down?
They have a very nice facility.
Okay, but they just don't want to hold hustle a tournament there. But who do you think was was it Germantown? Who was the very best squad you faced?
Germantown.
That was, and that's why they win the national championship.
They have a pitcher that's going to Georgia Tech, and she's very good.
That's sounds like that's top of the mountain right there.
63, 64 mile an hour as a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, and from how many feet is this now? 42?
43 feet.
43 feet. Has that changed a little over there?
Well, it used to be 40.
It was 40.
And now everything from 14U on, high school, college is all 43. International, it's all 43.
43. And I have watched a little bit more of the college softball these last 4 or 5 years. Amazing. These pitchers especially. Yeah, it's Ella, you can take them deep. right?
Yeah.
Or you're going to work on that. You're on route to that for sure. So, any fans besides these two down there? Did you? No, I bet there. I think the Brandmeyers last year said there were some pretty good crowds, and well, when you got that many teams, for one thing, but still, it's played in front of quite a few faithful, huh? Ella?
Yes.
That's fun too, huh? But and college scouts, Mike, do they show up or are they too? I'm not sure. This recruiting stuff, I don't try to keep track too much anymore because it changes all the time. But can they look at kids as young as Ella or not?
Well, they're looking, but they
can't.
Rule changes as
talk.
of this past fall. There's big changes. Like her age, you can't come out and openly recruit a kid until September 1st of their junior year now.
Really?
But they're.
I like that actually.
We have all the bigs when we go to Chattanooga to the showcases. All the big schools are there watching the 14U kids because they're
keeping
tabs.
Getting a
jump
on
start, absolutely.
And it won't be long as that time motor's on. So you had a lot of eyeballs on you, Ella.
Yes, it was very nerve-wracking.
And they got that all logged in that computer there and stuff. So, but and the Force has sent a lot. I didn't get the update, but I know they've sent a lot of kids to college ball, big, small. It's all good, but I know probably some more off the that 18 and under team. I would imagine so. But Ella, a few more minutes with Ella Palm, Mike and Linda here too. Haley's got the whiz. Oh man! But the high school, that's next. The high school softball. Well, I know are you gonna play basketball?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that's good. That's really, I guess, the first thing on your agenda. But softball in the spring with your dad as coach on top of it, and you get to play with your sister Haley. How's about that?
I'm excited for it. Yeah, I get to catch her. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, when did you? When would have you teamed up?
I kind of subbed for them in the 18Us throughout this summer, and I got to catch her. Yeah, I got to catch her a couple times.
So you were when it says 18 and under, you can be 12. Well, I guess whatever. All right, there's no minimum of that. So just the max. So that's going to be great. But then your dad he's been coaching you your whole life. You and your mom, right?
Yeah, he took a break. He's coaching Haley right now, and then he is going to be coaching me for high school. So that's going to be pretty exciting.
How is it difficult to catch Haley, or everything okay there? Do you put a mask on?
Yeah.
All right.
Haley's
ball moves a little bit.
Well, that, and she's effectively wild, let's say.
Hey, I do like that. And modern day, you had a good year this spring. Let's see, that was your first year over for Ron Shattuck, right?
Yeah, first year's a head coach. My fifth year.
Yeah. And the team, I know we've got a distance for that, but with her now, Haley back, several others I can't think of now, but it'd be a good squad again in 2019.
Oh, I think so. I think we should definitely be competitive. We'll be fine. We have everybody continue to work like they have and get better. That's what it's all about.
So it's going to did school start today or tomorrow?
School starts tomorrow for me, and then for the rest of the upperclassmen, it starts on Friday.
Oh, they get an extra day, huh?
Yep.
Huh. Bums. You got to work your way up, Ella.
Yep.
Okay, but basketball this winter, and then softball, of course, and I suppose. But catching, you're locked into that. And who else does catch for MD, Mike?
Abby Brandmeyer.
Oh, Abby.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So competition, I don't know. There's always room. And we got the designated player now, all kinds of.
Yeah, they're able to both play other positions.
There's a way to work everybody.
Absolutely.
Work everybody into the lineup. So, Ella, anything else? You're a great guest. I'm sorry we don't have any parting gift. Well, we do have some T-shirts. Okay, but.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you aboard. Tell Haley hi, and hopefully she gets well. And hopefully you don't have to go through that same. Maybe you'll get lucky like me in that point. But congratulations on a great year, Ella. And as far as I know, we've done a little search. I think you're the only one from around here. Well, I mentioned some others who are in the Nash from Centralia and so forth, but pretty much you're the only one I think from our immediate, or at least from Clinton County, that played in a tournament of this stature and went this far. In third place, what'd you get? Incidentally, you got a medallion or something?
We got a plaque.
Plaque.
And our head of our organization got like the big trophy.
The big, okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, I remember her when she was, 3 or 4 years old. I think she started to play T-ball maybe early in Hoffman in the Mid-County League.
Yep.
You two were coaching. Mike and Linda were coaching. And Haley would have been, of age. But, I mean, so she would have been 7 or 8. I don't know.
Yep.
You could see you can see the talent early, can't you?
And
even at that age.
That's where it all started.
That's where it all begins. Now she's hitting bombs for the Illinois Force and for Mater Dei's Lady Knights in the spring. So she's coming to a high school near you. All right, Ella, appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And Mike and Linda. And I guess that's it. We'll see everybody. Talk to everybody Saturday morning with Chris Berkner, Jason Cobb, and more as it's Talking Sports, Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 WCXO.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Hoffman Supermarket, the only choice for quality meats and friendly service. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College, the future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emeen Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. McKendree University in Lebanon. Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton. Farmer State Bank Insurance Department in Hoffman. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. 12 Oaks Vineyard in rural Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7.